Again, my name is Corey Lepardi. I'm the District 5020 Membership Development Chair, and welcome to Service is the Key to Retention. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. This is a quote from Mahatma Gandhi, and it's also the essence of Rotary's motto, service above self. And it's at the heart of what I want to talk about today in this session. Today, you'll come away from this session with an understanding of Rotary's 5 areas of service and how they relate to your club. You'll also learn ways for your club to meet members' expectations and keep them involved. Rotary's 5 avenues of service, you're probably familiar with them, but they're club service, vocational service, community service, youth service, and international service. And so, as you can see on the screen, club service focuses on making clubs strong. Vocational service calls on every Rotarian to work with integrity and contribute their expertise to the problems and needs of society. Community service encourages every Rotarian to find ways to improve the quality of life for people in their communities and to serve the public interest. Youth service recognizes the importance of empowering youth and young professionals through leadership development programs. And international service exemplifies our global reach in promoting peace and understanding. And even though the topic is service and retention, it's important to remember that your club culture is directly related to why people stay or leave your club. So retention comes from providing our members what they want out of the club experience. So what do they want out of the club experience? Let's ask that. Well, the number one thing is social interaction. As you can see, 38% of people stay because of friendships. The next is to make an impact locally. 36% stay because of that. Then there's making an impact globally, and then followed by network and recognition. So when surveyed, Rotarians gave these 5 reasons for why they stayed in Rotary. So how do we give Rotarians what they want out of Rotary? Well, it's not by having more meetings. Rotarians get plenty of options to sit around and stare at each other. It's not more fundraisers. Clubs often put more emphasis on fundraising than any other area of their club. And this often occurs despite the fact that fundraising isn't found and it's not mentioned once in the object of Rotary. Well, the object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster first the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. So this idea that we get together in order to have more opportunities to do service. Second is high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. So the second object there says that all professions are important, and it isn't the position that you have in that profession, but it's the fact that you have high ethical standards and you seek out your occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. So the third object of Rotary is that service isn't just something that you do at a club meeting. Service is something that we look to do in our personal, business, and community life. And then fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. So this fourth object basically suggests that we are one Rotary. Rotary is in most countries and geographical locations across the world. In any of the clubs in Rotary, if you're wearing your Rotary pin, you're a Rotary member, people aren't going to ask you, why are you there? They're going to welcome you to attend the meeting and to be a part of that Rotary family. And that's what this fourth piece of Rotary talks about, the fourth object. We focus our club on Rotary's 5 areas of service. And those 5 areas of service are how we look to do service in our clubs. So let's look at how the areas of service relate to the top 5 reasons that people stay in Rotary. So club service is responsible for a varied range of activities, including the weekly program. It's also guest speakers, and social events with fellowship opportunities on a monthly basis. So when we're doing good club service, we are not only making sure that people get checked in when they come to our meetings, but good club service uh, means having fun and interactive and entertaining programs. It means having informative guest speakers. It means putting on social events outside the club meeting with fellowship opportunities. And actually, we recorded last month a whole session on the importance of club service to our clubs. So an emphasis on club service can be provide friendships and networking and recognition, and gives an opportunity to meet 3 out of the 5 reasons that Rotarians stay in Rotary. Strong club service is the #1 way that we can help to engage and retain members. So if your club has a weak club service committee, has a club service committee of 1, or has a club service chair who doesn't even attend meetings regularly, you're missing out on the #1 way that you can engage and retain your members. Next, let's look at vocational service. Vocational service is responsible for the recognition and worthiness of all useful occupations and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve. So we look at this through taking time to learn about fellow members' occupations, so activities that include vocational talks and vocational visits. We help young people achieve their career goals through vocational mentoring programs and career advising. And we guide and encourage others in their professional development through leadership training or Rotary's current connection with Toastmasters. That is a great opportunity for clubs to do more in the vocational service field. So an emphasis on vocational service can provide a local impact. It provides networking and recognition. And it gives us an opportunity, again, to meet 3 out of the 5 reasons that Rotarians stay in Rotary. So your strong vocational service in your club means that you will not only appreciate all of your members for the different kinds of work that they do, but your club will have a better understanding of what that work is and how that potential member has a vital part of giving service back to its community. Which brings us to community service. Community service encourages Rotarians to offer service to their communities. So every Rotarian assumes a responsibility to find ways to improve the quality of life for those in need. And we offer service through hands-on projects, providing resources for schools and other nonprofit organizations, and supporting other community organizations through partnerships. So community service isn't just when we build a park or when we build a playground. Community service is when we connect with the community to do more to help others. And a lot of times clubs miss out on this partnership part where they can actually partner with other nonprofits and use the club's workforce or the club's financial resources or just the club's members' skills in order to help that nonprofit do more in the community than either the club or that nonprofit could do if they did the work on their own. So an emphasis on community service can provide a local impact and stronger friendships and gives the opportunity to meet 2 out of the 5 reasons that Rotarians stay in Rotary. When we are effective, we not only contribute to the greater good, but we also promote Rotary's positive image through community service. And again, this is another opportunity for us to use our branded image out there in the community, partnering with other groups, providing our logo and that group's logo in a lockup so that the community sees us branded with other members of the community and sees Rotary as being a vital partner in the community. Now, international service occurs when 2 or more countries collaborate on a project that involves Rotarians from 1 or more countries. Clubs often accomplish this through Rotary-funded grant projects, supporting the organizations like Shelter Box, or in Canada, Canadian Disaster Relief, I believe it's called, which provided needed resources for communities after disaster. and also by joining friendship exchanges with countries across the world. And our district in the last couple of years has really ramped up in friendship exchanges. And I encourage you to find out more about Rotary's friendship exchanges via our Facebook pages, on our district Facebook pages, or through the district's website. And the friendship exchange actually has, I believe, their own web presence for the district. So focusing on international service can provide new friendships, and it can make a difference in communities across the world, and gives an opportunity to meet 2 out of those 5 reasons that Rotarians stay in Rotary. When Rotarians participate in international service, they really, truly do connect the world to their club. This area of service often becomes a struggle for some clubs because youth service, which we're going to come on to, student exchange is a part of international and youth service. Also, clubs often feel that they can't afford to participate internationally because they're a small club and they don't have that much money. But international service can be done for as little as a couple $1,000s, depending on the project. Smaller clubs can participate in, our district has a water and sanitation Rotary Action Group, WashRag. We also have other ways that clubs get together. And we're in a unique opportunity where we have clubs in U.S. and clubs in Canada. And there are also other U.S. and Canadian districts close by. So it's potential for clubs to reach out to another district in the U.S. or Canada, depending on where you're located, and do international projects for a lot less money than it would take to travel to other countries. And a lot of times you can create reciprocal projects where we would do a project over in their district, and then they could do a project in our district. And as long as those projects took place in U.S. and Canada in the opposite districts, they would be considered international projects. So it's definitely something to look at and a way to leverage funds to do more internationally and to do more for those people who are in need. Rotary believes in developing the next generation of leaders, and youth service definitely applies to that. Our programs help younger leaders build leadership skills, expand education, and learn the value of service. Clubs often participate in youth service by supporting Interact and Rotaract clubs. Though Rotaract will not be part of youth service moving forward because Rotaract will be their own clubs. Offering youth scholarships and supporting students to attend Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, or RYLA. And then sponsoring youth exchanges with countries across the world to promote better communication and understanding. Youth service provides lifelong friendships and can make a difference in our local communities. And it gives an opportunity for 2 of the 5 reasons that Rotarians stay in Rotary. When Rotarians participate in youth service, they're not only changing the lives of young people, but they're often changing themselves. So when Rotarians focus on the 5 avenues of service, we recreate what Rotary calls vibrant clubs. And you'll be hearing a lot more about vibrant clubs moving forward as Rotary will be running vibrant club trainings in the coming Rotary year. But vibrant clubs focus on their members, they value them, they get regular feedback, and they change to accommodate those members' needs. They make member satisfaction job number 1, and they have better member retention overall. And the reason why we talk about the 5 areas of service together is that Rotary has found that those 5 areas of service, when a club focuses on doing something in all 5 areas, they really focus on making sure that all of their members have an opportunity to participate in things that they're interested in. You may find that you have members that are really interested in youth service, but could care less about international service. You may have members that are only interested in club service and community service. You may have members that are super interested in international service. If your club is not participating in one of those 5 areas of service, then they may not be participating in something your members are interested in. And that's one of the big reasons that members don't engage or leave Rotary, is because they found that what they thought the club was about didn't meet their expectations, or what they thought Rotary was going to offer them in the 5 areas of service wasn't offered by the club that they were involved with. So as Martin Luther King said, everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and soul generated by love. So thank you for this session.